So,
Kickstart.
this is a Kickstart podcast. Why are we doing a podcast? To bring people to Jesus, to spread the gospel, to spread the good word. What is Kickstart? A group that I started with my boy Jay Money as...
It's for people that are scared to go to church, didn't grow up in a Christian household, or just want to learn more about the Word.
Yep. For non-believers, believers, people who are half in, half out. Literally anybody and everybody.
Your grandma could come.
Yep. Grandma could come. Anybody and everybody. That's kind of been one of the biggest things to get out, because
the world is just double-minded right now.
That, and like people our age, I guess probably a little bit older than us, almost, I guess, maybe feel like they have everything figured out. You know, like their life is where they think it needs to be, and so they don't really see any need to go to some Bible study group thing, you know, to talk about, you know, ways to live for Jesus. Double-minded Christians, fake Christians,
everywhere.
I think you like talking about. You could talk about that.
It just annoys me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I used to be one. We
both did, yeah.
Everyone has that, like, kind of phase in their life where they don't...
I guess maybe not everybody, but...
Most people.
A lot of people do.
Nowadays,
at least, because it's normal. It's the normal thing.
Everyone just... It's normal to go out and party. It's normal to go out and smoke a joint with your friends. Normal to cuss. Like, everything's normal nowadays, and not a lot of people know about it unless you actually go to church, understand what is being said, and just believe and want to live a life like Jesus.
Well,
you'll see.
Yep. Hey, you got
it, pal.
Alrighty. I just want to talk about the Instagram.
I was trying to talk about that.
Yeah, the fakeness on there. It's like, I mean, you have all these people who claim to follow Jesus, and you know, they post Bible verses, have Bible verses in their bios. They, you know, they put it out on social medias so, like, vividly. Is that a word I can use?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. And
they put on like an act almost to, you know, look like a follower of Jesus. But then the next day they're at a college party, or
it's like they think it's cool.
Yeah, it's like a fad. Like they do it because it's a fad. Like, oh, this person posted a Bible verse, so I'm gonna post a Bible verse, feel better about myself. But then they just go live in a part of, you know, the evil world that we live in now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, it doesn't work like that. Like, you'll always get forgiven because Jesus is all forgiving. But, like, you have to repent. You have to try and change your ways. I mean, it's not just like a unlimited amount of get out of jail free cards. You just, oh yeah, you want to go to this party and drink? Go ahead. I forgive you. But you want to go again, and they do it again and again and again and again. And
like, he'll forgive you. He will forgive you in a limited amount of time.
Yeah, no matter what.
You have to... If you're saved, you won't want to have that desire anymore. And
you shouldn't want to disrespect Jesus and what he did for you, and the pain and suffering he went through by a night of high, a night of, like, fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's
good.
Yeah, it's not worth it. And it's like, it's just, oh, it's insane, and it's so common now. It's just, it's part of life. You only live once. You might as well go do it. Might as well try that drug. Like, it's not, everyone's thinking about it the wrong way. Like, you only live once.
Not a lot of people know, though.
Know what? Jesus?
Yeah. Like, they don't know, like, how to live, because it's just so normalized.
Yeah.
when we were in high school, we thought we were living a normal high school life, but
yeah, thought we were the cool kids, popular kids. Terribly wrong. Unbelievably
just because
wrong.
social media nowadays, like they stick out. They don't want Jesus and all that on your For You page on TikTok. Yeah. They want partying.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's so, the world's just so overthrown with it. I guess that's what's kind of this podcast.
Yeah, we want to educate.
It's our goal, I guess, with this podcast is to try and target, I guess not really target anybody, but like just the people out there that, they live like this, and especially if you're watching this and like in the back of your head, like, yeah, that's me. Like just give up the idea that that stuff's normal, that stuff's cool, that stuff's good. Like it's not. And once you come to that realization and flip your life, you will look back and be so embarrassed. Like the way I lived in high school, and like even the summer out of high school, like I'm embarrassed to look back and just like.
It was your testimony, though.
It is, and I, in an odd way, kind of like what we were talking about this morning, like you don't really regret your past and what you've done in your past.
You just have that feeling in the back of your head.
Yeah. Like it's part of your testimony, it's part of your path. And would I be sitting here completely filled by Jesus' love, doing a podcast trying to spread the gospel if, I wasn't the way I was in high school? And like it's like it sucks that that's the way I was in high school, but that was Jesus' path for me to now bring me here and do what I'm doing now.
Heard?
Yeah. So how was your high school experience? About in the same boat, I'd say.
Drinking every weekend.
Yeah.
Same with Christian. Yeah.
Both of us. Fake Christians.
I don't know. I had something on my mind.
So I'd probably try and like go back and think about it, and then really try and like.
Some people just don't want to give up. Like they know that they have to give up like drinking.
Yeah.
So like they know they have to have a relationship with God, and they know that.
Well, because it's easy.
Yeah.
It's really, really easy and comfortable to go have fun, and do all these bad things, and go to church the next Sunday and feel better about yourself because you believe in God. Like it's super easy and super comfortable. That's why it's seen so much, I think. But like the more and more I get closer with God, and just all those things, those temptations don't even like exist. Like it's so much more like filling.
Mm-hmm.
And it just like it quenches every like desire I have just to be filled or like with like alike people, just be around alike people. Like
for me, it makes me want to spread the gospel even more.
Yeah, you want other people to see it.
Yeah,
like especially people I care about. Like, like, oh, there's a lot of people I care about that I want everybody to inherit the kingdom of heaven. I want everybody to.
But that's reality. Not everyone is.
And then that's true, and it sucks. But like, I'm gonna do everything I can before I die to get as many people as I can to just see Jesus's power, just to see His love for you. Because He really does. He loves every single human being, no matter what you've done.
Back to that desires thing, and in high school and even out of high school, every weekend I'd want to go drink. Like I'd have a bad day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go drink. And I'd text the group chat, what are we doing this weekend? I'd have an exam and definitely bombed it. And I'd be like, I just had a terrible exam. I need to get drunk and get rid of all this pain, but now I just turn to God and
he literally he just heals.
Mm-hmm.
He heals so much. It's so easy too.
You literally just pray and everything just gets lifted off of your shoulders.
Pray, get in the Word, listen to worship. Like, it's so much easier, and it's such a better feeling than just drinking and smoking and vaping and.
Like, no one will realize that until you actually do it.
Yes.
Like, I thought it'd be so hard to quit drinking and just quit listening to rap. Well, rap was really big. Just quit listening to rap. But after you do it for a week, and you like the people around you don't do that. They don't cuss. They don't do any of that. It's so easy to stop.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you get next to those people that do that again, if you stop hanging out with those people for a month and then you're not cussing, you're not listening to rap, you're living life. But as soon as you go back to hang out with those friends again, you're gonna revert back to your old self.
Yep. And that's that is the sad reality. Is like, as much as I want to bring, all my friends to God, there's also like a part where I don't know where the line is. Where like, do I just not associate myself with that group and those habits and those addictions? You want to because talk to them about Jesus. You want to try and shine some light, but you can't do it. I guess you can't do it, but you don't want to go to a party with a bunch of alcohol and stuff and try to do it there. Like you don't want to be around that stuff. So it's like fighting like a few battles at one time.
It's like back to this morning of the discipleship. He was talking about the sheep need to walk to those sheep, and they can't have a wolf because that wolf's obviously going to eat those sheep.
Be in fellowship. Be around people with alike minds, with alike Christian minds. And I mean, we've experienced it. We've lost friends that don't follow Jesus like they should, and then gained friends that do. And you feel better, you act better.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't cuss, you don't drink, you don't do all these things that we did in our past. And it's like you finally see like, oh, these are what friendships are supposed to be. These are what, real friends are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it's like it's eye-opening. It really is, because you go your whole high school life, and those are the dudes, those are the guys and girls that you grew up with. Those were your entire
just tough
first 18. Oh, it sucks. And especially like they were talking about today, and what Cliff was talking about, those are people like you did sports with, you hung out with, and there's going to be a time when Jesus's people ascend to heaven, and some of those people that don't have Jesus in their heart, truly have Jesus in their heart, they're gonna watch you. They're gonna watch you vanish, and and I've always thought about like the people who call themselves Christians and go to church and kind of learn a little bit about it. They know about the tribulation. They know about the rapture. They know. So I think when it happens and they don't really have Jesus in their heart, they'll know what's happening. They'll be like, oh crap, I messed up. And that kills me, especially for like super close family and friends that I know, aren't gonna at this point in their life aren't gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven. Like that kills me.
Yeah.
There's hair on the computer. Hey, you're good. Hey, really think about it, all right?
What was it? The new thing, too. It wasn't even what we talked about last podcast.
What do you mean last podcast?
Oh.
This is the first one we've done. This isn't the first one we've done. We actually recorded a couple times, and I think this one's going to be the actual one that works.
If you guys are seeing this and this is the actual one that works.
If not, then, All right. So I guess getting back to how Kickstart kind of formed. And it's a long story, and I think we can get into that next episode, kind of when me and Jaden share both of our testimonies, and our what word? Experiences, kind of switching from the worldly ways. What?
The worldly ways.
Why'd you do that face, though?
The worldly ways and
the ways we used to live. Yeah, we'll get into that. So pretty much, long story short, a traumatic thing happened in my life, and I realized that every single day that we wake up is a gift from God. Every single day we wake up, we can breathe, talk, walk. Every single one of those is a blessing from God, and we take advantage of it. We don't thank Him enough for all the little things He does. And so it made me realize how fast you can get taken from this world, and what you kind of leave as a legacy. What people think of Kaysen now that he's gone and passed away. How was Kaysen looked at? And the person I was is not who I would have wanted to leave this world as, because I was not a follower of Jesus. I was doing bad things. I was involved with, in a bad group. And so it made me like, God slapped me in the face. And so then I started just growing. I started getting so much closer to Him, and it was so fast. And it made me feel so good that I'm like, I have to do something to show other people, like how to do this, how to be a part of this, like how amazing it really is. And so He gave me the idea of Kickstart, and ever since then it's been growing. More people have been coming, new people. We've gone to a concert, we've gone to movies, we're going to go to another concert. I mean, we have a bunch of stuff planned, and we've gone to Suitors, and it's great to just be in fellowship and just be around alike people.
Like sheep.
Just a herd of sheep under the one true shepherd. But yeah.
Back to that, you said it happened fast.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happens to a lot of people, though. Like, as soon as you get saved and you actually get a relationship with God, He's pouring all His wisdom into you, and I don't know, it's just amazing.
Yeah. And that was even like I didn't get in the Word as much as I should have. And for the first 5 months. Can we cut that? We're gonna have to cut that.
No,
we're cutting that one out.
No, we're not. First 5 months.
For the first 5 months, I wasn't in the Word as much as I should have been, but I was still just so empowered by the power of prayer and the power of fellowship and just the presence of Jesus in my heart, that I was just like, just that changed me alone. And then I started getting in the Word, I started studying, and it was like another level. It was like another awakening, because I mean, this Word it's living. I mean, God says it Himself. He says. And so He says in Psalm 138:2, He says, "I will worship toward your holy temple and praise your name for your loving kindness and for your truth, for you have magnified your word above all your name." Meaning, God puts the Word, the Bible, this book, He puts it above His own name. And that's like, and when they talked about that in church, that was like, how stupid am I for not being in this as much as I should be, when He literally says it Himself, that the Word of God is more important than God Himself. And so that was like, that was eye-opening too. Everything's eye-opening. My eyes are as just open. 4 eyes. I didn't know what to say. I'm lost.
4 eyes. Nah, I 100% agree with that. Everything is eye-opening.
Sorry. Can you re-say that so that I don't look like an idiot? I'm just thinking, like, why do people struggle so much to just give it a try?
Because they don't want to get rid of everything that
all
they do.
All the bad habits.
Everyone thinks, this is what I was talking about earlier. Everyone thinks
brought it back.
That it's like jail, pretty much. Like you're a prisoner.
Yeah, it's like a cult with a bunch of rules.
Yeah, everyone thinks there's so many rules you have to follow, but once you actually start doing it, you feel like you're free.
Yes.
There's so much freedom.
Yes.
Like you don't have to. You're like losing stuff, but you're gaining so much.
Yeah.
Like you gain eternal life with Jesus and
but you're losing
drinking and smoking.
But that's not even like the bad things. Like what? Like don't wait. You know what I'm talking about. Like you're also losing, like, depression and anxiety, and all these negative things. You're losing that, but it's a gain. In a different
standpoint.
Yeah.
Everyone. Well, I'm talking about like everyone. No one knows they're gonna lose all their depression, and anxiety. They don't know. If they don't know,
I'm telling you right now, you will.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, you will.
100%. But everyone just think they don't want to get rid of that night feeling.
Yeah.
Of goodness.
The profile. They don't want to get rid of the profile though.
Because everyone thinks it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is insane. That like it. Being a follower of God is almost looked at like an outcast nowadays. Like it's more normal to be obsessed with the world and the things of the world and the people of the world than the creator of the world and of the people of the world, of the things of the world. Like I don't get it. But I mean that's what we're here to do, and that's what we're here to spread. Travel across the country and spread it.
Oh yeah.
Spread it everywhere. Videotape it. Kickstart will be going mobile. That's crazy that the average person that sits on a toilet is 15 minutes. So who are the people that sit on there for like an hour and a half to bring our average to 15?
All right. Who's Ohio State got tonight?
They're currently beating Purdue 45-0.
Oh.
It's the fourth quarter. Because that brings up a good point about when you ask about Ohio State Buckeyes. People will literally worship a football team. They will prioritize rivalries and sports and betting cards and
betting and
betting.
Cards.
They'll prioritize all those.
Hey.
Yes, Jaden.
Betting and sports cards, not betting cards.
Oh, betting and sports cards. Either way, they'll prioritize the useless things of the world more than they prioritize Jesus, but still call themselves a follower of Jesus.
People, I can't stand when people say, it's like Jordan Love says this. It says like, I'm second because Jesus is first.
Oh, yeah, like putting him on like a checklist. Yeah.
This is a checklist. Like Jesus is done in the morning. You worship Jesus in the morning, and then you go do all your other worldly things.
Oh, that's enough Jesus for today.
I don't understand it. Why not praise Jesus in the morning, go do something, praise Jesus again, tell him what you did, have a relationship with him, because he's all listening. He will listen to anything you say. He knows your heart, and he wants to get to know you, and he wants you to talk to him, have a relationship with him.
Like instead of a checklist, do like a ring of circles or something. Like put Jesus in the mid, like the solar system, right? And make Jesus the sun.
Yep.
And then every other planet, everything else, big string of whatever
is just surrounded by him.
Is just revolving around him. So
we're doing a weekly.
Go ahead.
Weekly Bible verse. So, because we're gonna be uploading every week.
Every single week.
We'll have a weekly Bible verse to end the podcast. So we got 1 John 4:7. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God.
That's right.
That's what it means.
Spread love. Spread love. The love of Jesus is more powerful than anything else. And Jesus loves everyone.
No matter what you do. You can go.
No matter what you do.
Your past, you could be in jail right now.
The worst person ever. It doesn't matter. Because Jesus forgives. I mean, as long as you accept Jesus in your heart, and you really accept Jesus in your heart, and then you turn and you live for Jesus. But his love is all powerful. There's no reason that we need to hate anybody. There's no reason that we need to, wish hell upon anybody. Everyone you're around, everyone that you might not have the best relationship with, love them. They're a child of God. Forgive them. Don't hold grudges. Just try and be a better person.
Try to live like Jesus.
Live like Jesus. Oh, can you do the cringy subscribe thing?
Oh, make sure you guys subscribe. Comment down below some questions. We'll answer them next video.
A little Q&A.
And
Q&A action.
That's it.
Yep.